Yo, you're watching the Screaming Fish once again, people, and today we're back with the MCU. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am going to get the Age of Ultron and Ant-Man reviews out this month as well, as the release date has gone from May the 5th to April 29th, and it is the 15th, I believe, so I'm glad I've done this now, so I'm also gonna get the Avengers Age of Ultron review out of the way, and same with the Ant-Man. So yeah, but we're gonna start off with Guardians of the Galaxy, people. So without further ado, let's get into my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. Brash space adventure. Peter Quill, played by Chris Pratt, finds himself in the quarry of relentless bounty hunters after he steals an orb convicted by Ronin, I think that's called. A powerful villain to evade Ronin, Quill is forced into an uneasy truce with four desperate misfits: gun-toting Rocket, the Raccoon, tree-like humanoid Groot, enigmatic Gamora, I thought it was Gamora for a minute, I don't know why, and vengeance-driven Drax, the Destroyer. But when he discovers the orb's true power and the cosmic threat it poses, Quill must rally his ragtag group to save the universe. So let's take a look at our heroes. We got Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord. The film is centered on him, so obviously he'd be the second most interesting character in the film. He's got the second darkest backstory in the film, and is surprising, but at the same time is surprisingly hilarious in every scene he's in. Surprisingly, I was also relieved that he wasn't a carbon copy of Han Solo from the Star Wars saga and more of his own character. We've also got Zoe Saldana as Gamora, who I can't say much about other than the fact that she's Quill's love interest and she's badass and she's green. I do like how she just so happens to be the adopted daughter of Thanos, even if it felt a bit cliche-ish, but it didn't bother me too much. Then we have Drax, who is arguably the most interesting character, mainly because of his hauntingly dark backstory, and because, well, for a vengeance-driven guy, Drax is hilarious. Not only does he get the best line, nothing gets over my head. Nothing gets over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I will catch it. But he's also like, it was just hilarious watching him not being able to understand metaphors and slang talk. But like Gamora, he is a badass, like I said. So finally, Rocket and Groot, my two personal favorite characters. One of the two personal favorite characters in the MCU, as these two pretty much steal the whole show. The fact that the studio managed to make a talking raccoon and a walking tree two of the most iconic characters in cinema history is just amazing. And despite this film being possibly the funniest Marvel movie so far, it has some really strong moments. The opening of the film that shows Peter Quill losing his mother to cancer was one of the most heartbreaking and saddest parts of the movie, and the scene where they all decide to go to do what's right to defeat our main villain Ronin, and even if it means getting themselves killed. And each and every one of the heroes in this film is well developed, interesting, and is an all-around great character, and that I would give anything to see on the big screen 2 or 3 more times. I'll also admit that this is one of the funniest Marvel movies I've ever seen. From the bad guys getting confused when Quill tells them his outlaw name that nobody even knows, to Rocket and Drax having a bar fight with Rocket and Groot, having a bar fight with Drax, and from that to Quill dancing to distract Ronin so Rocket can hit him with the cannon thingy-la-babby. I also loved how, despite how funny this film is, believe me, this film is hilarious. This film this film always kept the plot moving. Every joke went with the plot. It didn't pause to lighten up the mood like Avengers did every 10 minutes. It just went with the plot, not to mention the fact that James Gunn decided to use bloopers for the funniest scenes was a surprisingly brilliant decision, because a lot of the time I could not tell what scene was a blooper and what scene was improvised or what wasn't a blooper or improvised scene. It's that good! And the film finally gave us our first full look at Thanos. While the Avengers gave us a glimpse at his back and facial details, this film gives us a full body look at Thanos, who looks amazing, and further anticipating my hype for Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2. I will also say that the special effects in this movie are fantastic, from the thrilling laser battles and fist fights to the city inside the giant robot head, and the spectacular spaceship battle in the end is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a Marvel film. The only issue I have with the movie, and this does seem to be a reoccurring issue in nearly all the Marvel films so far, but our main villain, Ronan, is horribly underdeveloped. All he does is remind us he's evil and that's it. And I found him to be a whiny little brat at times that reminded me all too much of Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker from the Star Wars prequels. Though this film is mainly about the Guardians themselves, so I could hardly care. I could hardly care really about that one. Overall though, this movie was an unexpected Marvel masterpiece, and definitely in the top 5 Marvel films of all time for being an unexpectedly great action-packed, hilarious, heartfelt comic book movie. And without a doubt, I give this a 10 out of 10. So, guys, do hope you enjoyed this video. I know I am gonna be releasing the Age of Ultron and Ant-Man reviews soon. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will indeed see you in the next one. Please don't forget to leave a like if you like it, or even better, subscribe to my channel for even more content. And I will indeed see you guys later. Goodbye, guys. This has been your boy, the Screaming Fish. Bye.